temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On play action, now Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. There's a short one caught by Uzomah. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
A good run there by Cook on first down, powering his way forward, a gain of 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Cook again. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all this stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd in a couple.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
A give to Cook out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Cook will score. Touchdown, New York. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Jets 7, Dolphins 0. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for the Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. 21G. 21G.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. These two teams getting a couple of late-season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 12. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. You talk about this Jets defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Here's 3rd and 7. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now 3rd down and 7. From the gun, it's Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins at 12-1 now to start play. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throw caught by Achane. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there to the lead to a new set of downs.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Double one high. Double one high. Double three. Kick. Whoa. Step. Hey.
Tua sets up to pass it. He'll dump this off to Achane. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Ready.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
20, TX. Let's go.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Out route to Hill, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who were in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Second and 5. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On play action, it's Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Ready.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Hey, Watson, Oscar, Watson, Oscar.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Ready.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Hey, hey. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Here comes Grant on the return, and he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
On play action, Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Clock keeps moving.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this throw will be intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill. Complete. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Rodgers. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Gets this one to Hill. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good pick up there at 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Hey, 21 TA.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd and 8.
Solo left Zion.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
Go ahead.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and this one will be brought back to the 22. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Bradley Chubb came in and got him. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On 1st down, back to Achane. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Well, they're hoping the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They work now on 2nd and 9. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. It's Hill, complete. And he's got room. And he's taken down right away at the 39-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. A run straight ahead with Achane. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes won a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This 2nd and 4. In motion, Hill. Second down, this is Wilson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
20, TX. Let's go.
Now Tua out to his left. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Ice jam. Ice jam.
He's got his target. That's complete. Room to maneuver at the 45. And down to the 16-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And, Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Sanders now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Rodgers. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
At the 41-yard line.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 3rd and a few inches. On play action, now Rodgers. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. So he's stopped for no gain, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Rodgers to throw once more. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This from 42 yards out. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Cook following the penalty. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Third down and 1. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson from 4 yards out. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
21. Frank Zuerlein to kick off for the Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
The Dolphins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Tua sets up to pass it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Achane gets it from the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
32 Stinger.
On 2nd down, Tua. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Tua going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
They're right here. Solo left Zion.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
48-yard line.
It's safe. Go ahead.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Okay.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Scott.
Now Tagovailoa. That is intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. My, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Rodgers. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down. Got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as you understand where they are on the field?
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
26.
Rodgers to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. To throw is Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now 1st and goal.
26. Inside. Plant.
Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. They'll dump this off to Cook. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give him that the rest of the way. One final try now for Rodgers. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the